So hello YouTube, and here we are now. We're going to look at the soldier sprues. We have the German Afrika Korps, which was originally made by Esky in the very early 1980s, 82, 83, and also their corresponding set of the British 8th Army, round about the same manufacturer date as well, all by Esky. And like I say, the moulding has just been taken over by ITALERI. And these moulds do crop up in other manufacturers as well. They're not bad, they're very heavily detailed. They are good poses, just suffers from the usual lack of excitement that Esky sort of seem to remove from the figure in a way. They always look a little bit limp. So we'll take a look at these and see what we get. And here we go, we've got our Mortar Operator. And like I say, it's standard fare there, typical Esky style mortar. Not much to write home about. It's actually putting the shell in there. But these mortars crop up all the time with Esky, as I'll call it, and they're very generic in the purpose. So I can't see a tripod for that either, and there's not one included in this set as far as I can see. We have a flamethrower operator. You can quite sort of clearly see the flamethrower is well defined, so it does actually look very good, so I'm quite pleased with that. Next to him is an officer. He's got his helmet on, so he's all ready for action, and he's firing with his Luger. He's got a nice binocular case on the side. We have possibly either, I don't think he's an officer, but he may well be something to do with the mortar, and he's just issuing instructions or whatever as to what to do next. We've got a guy with mine and his shovel, and he's laying mines, which of course mines were really big business in the desert due to the immense amount of armour that was being used. And you could easily put a mine in the sand. It's not so easy in dirt, so mines were definitely the order of the day. Nasty things, but there you go. So we've got two rows of the same, and then moving down we've got a nice guy with his MG. It's a barrel type magazine, this one, and well detailed, lots of equipment on him. We've got a wounded guy who stands without a base. Now I remember having this set with a kid and he never really worked much. He always used to topple over, this fella, but LV. And next to him we've got another guy. He's got his MP5, and nice amount of equipment on him. His bread bag, water bottle, even probably a canvas slate bag, and again we've got another guy directing orders next to him, so not bad. Got a nice guy there with his stick grenade just thrown. He's taking a look and he's going to try and throw that stick grenade up and over. Again well detailed, and again it's a second row, so there's two rows of repeats there. In fact, we've got three rows of repeats, so it's 3 rows of repeats there and 2 rows of repeats at the top. So there we go. But this is quite a good fighting set from Esky, as always. Plenty of guys doing stuff, so that's nothing to worry about. Now here we have a guy who looks like he's given a challenge, or either is he adjusting his weapon, but it looks more like he's challenging really. We've got another guy running with his MP5, and this we saw in a Matchbox set just recently. I'm doing a video, depending on which order I put them out, but the Matchbox set has the guy gripping the MP5 in the same spot by the magazine and nothing on the trigger action butt. We have the standard Esky grenade thrower, which does sort of look a bit awkward. He's revealing his whole body. I mean pretty much what a target he would be if you were in the opposition, so doesn't really work so well. There's a guy standing firing with his Mauser. Nice pose, straightforward enough, and a guy kneeling next to him as well. Second row is a repeat, third row is a repeat, fourth row is a repeat, and fifth row is a repeat. So yeah, there's a lot of repeats in this set, but like I say, it's a fighting set and it's not a bad set to have. Plenty of people doing things. Let's have a look at the rear, and there we go, there's the rear of that set. They all seem to be fairly well equipped. You're not going to be wanting to be carrying a backpack and everything in the desert, but they're carrying enough equipment to tell you that they're definitely involved in action and they're intending to stay out for quite some time. Yeah, that's pretty good. And this guy here's got his MP5 just slung over his back. Plenty of detail on the underside of the guys crawling. So yeah, they've left nothing out, but it's not a bad set from Esky. Very, very good. Very good fighting set, that's how I would describe that. Let's run on to their direct opposition, which is the British 8th Army. And now this set again was released in 1983, so certainly it was late on the scene compared to their Airfix counterparts. Nice pose with the guy running with a rifle. I think that's really good for Esky. They've done very well. The officer's very good as well, like him. Appropriate long socks. Yeah, the guy running is quite good actually. I quite like him. We've got a guy throwing a grenade with a Thompson. It's a little bit better than the German effort throwing the grenade, but not by much. Thompson's well defined. We've got another guy issuing orders next to him, and we have the traditional Piper for the 8th Army. He's well done as well. That looks pretty good. These guys are coming in about 23mm tall, the same size as the German set that we've just seen. Some nice snipers there, but we'll take a flick over on that in a minute. Now they've included another officer in there, which is good. The only problem is we've got probably too many of the top one in 2. We've got 2 of those. Well, that looks nice. We've got the guy bayoneting somebody on the ground, which was a familiar one in the Airfix 8th Army set, if you recall. Great, so we've got a guy with a Thompson. It looks very small, a Thompson there. We've got a guy next to him who's advancing. We've got a nice Bren gunner there. So very good figures these. Guy firing, standing up, and a guy kneeling down. Thompson, so that's another row of the same there. Another row of the same there. Right, so this row is all the same. Let's flip it over. 50 pieces in each of these set, that's 50. So you're going to get 50 figures with this set. That's more than enough. I'm pretty sure you can handle that. And this is the other side. So they're wearing packs and things like that. It's very, very good. I like to see that. So I'm quite impressed. See if we can get a better view of the officers. Oh yeah, there's quite a number of the officer. We've got about 3 there, which is more than, it's too much really. And 2 of the other officers, so you're losing a good amount of figures there because of that. I think the sniping guys look pretty good. Yeah, quite impressed with the guy sniping there, that's pretty good. We've got a guy changing his magazine on the Bren, so that's good. Other guys with the Lee Enfields. It's a very nice set, it's a nice set. Yeah, that's quite a good set. Might just nudge the Airfix one, mainly because there's just quite a lot of troops doing stuff. I mean, the Airfix one has the luxury of the Vickers machine guns, which you'd probably use more Tobruk. You wouldn't use that in an offensive like El Alamein, so this one's probably more appropriate. But at least you get a guy running with the properly running. I mean, we've got that guy who is sort of running forward, but we haven't got very many of them. Let me just double check. 1, 2, yeah, I've only got 2 of the guys running forward, which isn't a great amount. Not a massive amount, because these guys are going to be running through a minefield. You're not going to be wanting to take your time. They're probably just going to run. Obviously it was called Operation Lightfoot for that reason. And you'll be running behind tanks and things like that. So again, I think this is a pretty good standard set, and you know, no problem with ITALERI putting this set in. And like I say, this is the old Esky set that they've used. So now there's 2 good sets there.